And I said, you assholes, you fucking morons.
Well, one of my favorite things about the movie, I like that it goes back and forth. And it's not even really a joke. It's just the way that the movie is edited. It's the whole part in the library where he's
Yes.
telling the interviewer, the reporter lady, how he's going to set everything up so that the his fake backstory and the mythology of his character is all presented to the final girl who he's chosen in advance, but to make it look and feel like she's discovering all this stuff on her own, but he's actually planting the evidence around the library, and then he's manipulating everything in the library to draw her towards the evidence, like subliminally, so she doesn't notice it. And he says exactly how he's going to do it. And then the style of the movie changes. It goes from a documentary format to like a strict cinema format. And then we watch it play out like it's an actual movie of her like discovering all the secrets and the history of his character. And then fucking Zelda Rubinstein from Poltergeist shows up. It's like, this is awesome. Like I just had a blast with that stuff. The way the movie in general, all of it, it would do the mockumentary thing. And then it would like switch gears to an actual horror movie, like a legit, seriously toned horror movie. And then it would go back to the mockumentary thing, the how I did it sort of stuff. Like all of that was just really cool. I'm almost kind of glad they never made a sequel so that this movie can just kind of be its own thing, unique unto itself.
I'm glad, but I think it would have been even more like meta if they did do the sequel.
Oh yeah, and you had to explain how sequels work.
Right. That's one of my favorite parts in like Scream 2 when it shows the film class, and of course they're talking about sequels. and they're like, by definition they're inferior. Like no, well, I'd like
one
that.
of the things that got pointed out to me later that I didn't realize when I was first watching it, and then it brings another dimension to it when you watch it again, is so part of the movie, Leslie, he goes to have like dinner with his mentor, Eugene, who's like the older slasher guy. And they're just kind of like palling around and talking to each other like they're buddies. And they interview Eugene, and he's like an older guy. And he's saying like, it was so much easier back in my day, when we were just the Giallo killers and things like that. Like now slashers, they got to have these crazy backstories. They got to wear these stupid masks and have their crazy identities. And like, it's ridiculous now. Like I can't keep up. He's going on and on about the good old days of what things used to be like. And like in this movie, it takes place in a world where all slasher movies coexist. So they reference Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees as if they're real people. And apparently that guy, Eugene, he's supposed to be Billy from Black Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's the slasher movie that predates Halloween by 2 years, or 3 years rather.
No,
so he's like, it was 74. Okay, it's like 4 years, but it's like kind of like that last. It was a proto slasher movie that came out just before Halloween, and so he's kind of like the last old timer before Michael Myers came around and developed the slasher formula. So that's why he's so like embittered about modern day slashers, and that's why he's like the old guard who's giving.
Wait, where did they say that? Where did they give you that?
Apparently, it was in the commentary. I think.
Was it?
I don't know. God damn it! So when I watched the movie over the winter break, and when I talked about it on Twitter, someone mentioned it to me that's who that character was meant to be. They're supposed to be Billy from Black Christmas. I think weird. It was from the commentary. Yeah. I mean, it was one of those things like that's bullshit, but I believe it because it fits in with everything they're doing.
Yes, I believe it too. Oh man, he was like the best character, dude. And man, I completely forgot Robert Englund was supposed to be in it. Like I knew he was in it, but as the movie was as it was playing, and I just completely forgot. Like I wasn't expecting him. And then in the awesome library scene when he shows up, I was like, oh, there he is. He was awesome in this movie.
Playing Loomis, basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically being Loomis. Full Custom, you've been a little quiet.
I don't remember this movie that well. I remember Zelda Rubinstein. I remember Freddy Krueger, and I remember something about a brick holding a door open.
Yeah,
at the library.
At the beginning. No, it's not. I don't think it's the library. It's the diner. So the girl he's stalking and basically has decided like prematurely is going to be his final girl, he has to give her like that eerie sensation before everything goes down, like that little premonition.
Yeah.
So he's like lurking like in the alley behind the diner, and he uses a brick with some filament wire attached to it, so the door closes behind her and spooks her. And so he's basically like kind of like prepping her like all throughout the movie, getting her like ready for the big night by doing all these little things that build her up in advance. It's like a movie that's, you know, obviously he's doing the whole movie thing where he's just building up her tension and suspense until the climax, essentially.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
loved
clever.
that part. I loved it, and that's why I thought, like, I was like, all right, sweet, we're gonna get this really spooky slasher, and then it just went. It went. I mean, I guess not full on comedy, but I mean, you know, like a satire, I guess. And
well,
I mean,
it's
it wasn't
great.
It wasn't what
if
I
you watch
expected,
it with
but I
like
loved it.
yeah, if you watch it with like Scream and Cabin in the Woods, it's kind of like a trilogy of deconstructionist horror movies. Oh, also another one. It's oh god, what is it called?
Tucker and Dale makes it a saga.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah, but the one I'm thinking of, it actually predates all those movies. It's that Friday the 13th parody called like something the 25th.
Part 20, Unmasked Part 25.
No.
I'm pretty sure
Unmasked Part 25. Yeah, it's that British movie, and it's supposed to basically be a Jason movie, but the character's name is Jackson. And it's like, what did Jason do after Part 8 when his franchise ended? Well, he went back to England, where he's originally from, and tried to reunite with his father. And then he ended up finding love with a blind girl. And so Jackson, who's really supposed to be Jason, you know, he's finally happy because his horror movie franchise is over, and he can go live a normal life or try to live a normal life. And then the movie ends with the reveal that they're making a Friday the 13th Part 9, and he has to go back to work, and he's like, no. He loses everything.
I actually haven't seen that one, but I know Vinegar Syndrome put it out. It's on my list of ones to buy.
You asked me like what my favorite joke was, like specifically. Yeah. I love the whole scene of the library. My favorite joke is when he's already staked out the house that's going to have the house party where all the kids get together for the night, and he's going over with the camera crew how he staged everything so the kids will get stuck in the house or bottlenecked in certain places, or they'll grab the wrong weapons. And there's a part where he's going around like the first floor of the house on the outside, and he's like, to make sure they don't try to get out through the windows, I've nailed all the windows shut from the outside so they won't be able to open them. And the interview lady's like, well, won't they just smash the windows and crawl out? It's like, you'd think they do that, but they never do.
When he said, when he was also close to that scene when he was showing her like the tool shed, and he's like, and then I like unscrewed this one a little bit, or I like cut this one so the handle's gonna break on her. I was just thinking, I was like, that's right. Like every slasher movie, I didn't even notice that trope. Like the girl will get the sledgehammer or something, or she'll get some axe, and like just with one hit it like snaps in half. like why are all these tools so garbage all the time? Oh man, that was gold. Man, and I it's funny when he's like explaining the plan to her in the house, and then of course it has the obligatory like boob shot, and she's like, hey, and he's like, hey, I'm telling the story here. I thought that was cool. Let's see, Tube Socks 000 says Jason versus Predator. Predator kills him over and over. Jason returns every time. Predator is astonished. Yeah.
That made me wonder if an alien fought Jason, right, and laid eggs inside of Jason.
Huh.
Would an alien be born with Jason's DNA and this unstoppable killing machine? Alien Man.
That all depends on what the hell makes Jason so special.
Oh,
he has a supernatural demon. That was the explanation in Part 9.
Mm-hmm.
So is that how he keeps coming back? Do you get some sort of like satanic, demonic, hell baby alien xenomorph? Or is it like in Jason X where they say that he has a special like cellular condition where he can reconstruct his damaged tissue, and they try to put like a scientific spin on it. So is it a perpetually regenerating alien? It all depends on whatever the fucking canon of these movies are. Or is it a zombie alien? I don't know if we've ever gotten zombie.
Oh, it's already dead but back.
Yeah. So and it's like half rotten, so it's constantly dripping its acidic blood everywhere.
It would be kind of great if it was Jason's first form, and it's just like mentally deficient alien that can't swim.
No,
No, here's the big question. Will the alien possess Jason's body, like come out with Jason traits and somehow have like a hockey mask looking face? will it somehow absorb the hockey mask?
Oh man, about Jason X. My favorite thing about that movie, Mark, is it was like probably a month or two before I watched it, and you had mentioned it, and you said something like, so David Cronenberg's in the movie, and you said something like, but David Cronenberg is so serious, so I don't think he would have done that part just for the lulls. I wonder why he did it. Like, I've been haunted by that question ever since you said it. I'm like, yeah, why did he do that?
I think he worked with the directors on a prior project or something.
Yeah, he had to have done it for a friend. That's the only reason I can think he would have done that.
Like, I really don't know why he did. Like,
I think he learned a lesson about acting after Nightbreed, because I don't think he ever acted in a movie again after that.
Oh man, that's my favorite part about Jason X's Cronenberg.
Now, my favorite part about Jason X is when he kills the guy who played Link in the Legend of Zelda cartoon. The "Excuse me, princess." He just totally kills that guy. It's wonderful.
Oh,
Jason's killed a lot of voice actors, though. He killed the lady who voiced Gohan in Friday the 13th Part 8, Saffron Henderson. She's the chick that he brains with an electric guitar.
Oh.
And he kills I'm actually wearing that T-shirt right now that has Jason like holding up the electric guitar like it's a baseball bat. Like, I love that.
Didn't you get a print of that too?
I do. So Terror Threads a couple of years ago, they're like fright rags. They do those things where you can get the T-shirt and you can get the print. So I got the T-shirt and the print, and I have the print in my wall right below my Scream Factory print of their box set artwork. It's fucking badass, man. But Jason also killed Susan Blue in Part 7. She's the voice of RC from Transformers. He killed her. And he didn't kill Corey Feldman. Sorry, he killed Corey Feldman in a dream sequence in Part 5. And Corey Feldman, voice of Donatello.
So close.
Yeah, he's killed a lot of voice actors. Jason, for a retard, he doesn't like cartoons very much.
Oh boy. Oh man, Stupid Doofy says, who cares? I just want to see a xenomorph with a hockey mask. I want to see that now too.
I mean, that's the weird thing too, is that Jason, it's almost like the hockey mask and stuff has been absorbed into his body. So like when he got a new body at the end of Jason Goes to Hell, it came with like his hockey mask and his machete and his pants and his shirt. And when
even
had,
Jason X.
Yeah,
he gets his face rebuilt and like, no, you had a hockey mask. We know. Like, could you imagine if you went into that machine like, you had a hat on, so we're gonna make you.
So we're just gonna give you a cyber hat. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to see him with the sack head again. It's my favorite.
I like the way they did the sack head in the remake. Or the reboot, rather, where they kind of twisted it off around the neck. So instead of it looking like a pillowcase, it just looked like this elephant man thing. I thought it looked really cool. They kind of reinvented the sack head and made it look really good.
Yeah, that was also something, to shill for you, Mark, in your book that I liked when there's the one character with the sack head that really did freak me out.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my horror novel, They'll Get You, available on Amazon right now. But yeah, there's a groundskeeper at the elementary school who wears a sack over his head that has no eye holes. What's he hiding? But yes, that was something.
Man, I still haven't finished the book, Mark. I'm sorry, but it's just that such long books, just like they just really overwhelm me. Like I just started reading, I read like 6 books so far this year, 6 novels. They're all really short, and then I was like, maybe I'll tackle a longer one. So
wait. What do you consider short though?
Like 200 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, I was reading up about that. So the sweet spot is 300 pages. You can do a little bit less or a little bit more, but the sweet spot is 300 pages. My novel, They'll Get You, was just over 500 pages. I kind of let that one go a little too long.
No pictures.
No pictures. What the hell? There's a picture on the cover. Well, so my thing is that I have a hard time reading like really long series that, like that's why I've never gotten into The Dark Tower, because it's like 7 books, and because it's Stephen King, like the first book is 200 pages, and by the time you get to book 4, it's like they're 700 pages each, and I'm like, There's a book that I've wanted to read ever since I saw the cover art that looked really badass in a book. It's called The Manse, M-A-N-S-E, so like mansion.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, the cover is like really badass, but every review I've read is like, oh, it takes like 200 pages to get to the action, and like, that's a long investment. That's like a week of reading for me to get to the good part. I don't
Oh,
really
that
want to.
cover is cool.
It is cool. Yeah,
With the
I
pumpkin.
actually, yeah, on the staircase with the skeleton
Yeah.
coming down.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
there's this book that I've got. It's an art book called The Art of Horror, edited by Stephen Jones. I got it on my shelf right now. That's the only reason I know who the editor is. But it's basically just a whole bunch of just really sweet art from various sources that are all horror related. And it had that book cover in there. Like, oh, that's badass. I want to read the book. And then I'm reading all the reviews of the book, and like, yeah, the cover's great. The book's boring.
No, yeah, I've read quite a few of those.
Maybe you guys can write a book about a staircase eating jack-o'-lantern that's haunted by a skeleton.
Nobody steal that. I'm writing that.
Okay, nobody steal
A
it.
staircase that eats people. There we go. I'll put that as.
Ooh, I like that.
I have a personal goal to read 2 novels a month, and I read 2 last month. I read 4 this month. This is the 5th one I'm reading. So yay!
Oh, damn it! It took me just over a year to read all 3 books in that Boba Fett trilogy, Star Wars. That's trash reading. Those are Star Wars novels. I really enjoy them, but I understand that they aren't really literature. They're just.
I mean, hey, I only work part time, so you work full time. So, I mean, I have more time on my hands.
Custom Hot Dog. What movies have you watched?
Okay, gang. Well, I recently watched the film Aqua Slash. Have you guys heard of that?
What the fuck is that?
I thought you were gonna say Aquaman.
No,
now I'm imagining an underwater slasher.
The premise is really cool. It's about a serial killer at a theme park, except there's really only one killing. It's all a lead up to one single big kill where there's razors in a water slide. And you would think like you would just run with that for an hour and a half.
Right, razors in the water slide, that seems like how you would open the movie to get everybody hooked.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the movie is just some crazy theme park killings, but building up towards that, I don't know.
Yeah, it opens with just a regular old-fashioned killing, and then a bunch of stupid water park drama. And then it finally happens at the end, and you're just kind of like already ready for it to be over. And it
water park drama? Like somebody pissed in the pool? Is that
no, like lovers' quarrels and love triangulars, and it's not that great. But that part,
we only care about the deaths.
Well, that was one really cool one.
You said imagine an underwater slasher movie, and I'm like, isn't that just Jaws?
Yes, or it could be like mermaids using like a swordfish or something.
There we go. Stealing that idea too. So I got a staircase that eats people for one book, and then I'm going to do a book about a mermaid with a swordfish that slashes people.
And they tie in together.
Isn't there that slasher with like a killer scuba diver? Amsterdam?
Is that a real thing, or did you make that up just now?
No, that's real, but I haven't seen it. I just remember the guy has. No, it's not. Maybe it is a snorkel.
Wait, he kills people with a snorkel?
Well, he has a snorkel on. He's in like in a wetsuit. I just didn't know. I was going to ask if you guys saw it. If he does like nautical.
No, I've never even heard of this.
Oh, it's from the same director as what is it called? The Lift with the killer elevator.
Oh God! So it's like a more recent movie. Okay.
No. It's 1988.
Oh, it really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Shit.
There were 2 killer elevator movies.
Wow. It's funny, like if I had a nickel for every killer elevator movie, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Well, to be fair, one's a remake, so.
What's the other one? Was it Devil by M. Night Shyamalan? Was that the other killer?
I didn't even think about that. I mean, that's
so we got 3 killer elevators.
3 killer elevators.
15 cents. We're up to 15 cents. Oh man!
And then do you count the elevator kill from Final Destination 2? I mean, that's not the whole movie, but still, it is a kill.
Or Omen 2.
Oh yeah, Omen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Terry Dactyl says, hopefully you watched Slaughter High. Not yet. I have it, but not yet.
Slaughter High is really good. It's kind of the true story behind it's kind of sad, but the movie is really good.
Can you tell me the true story without spoiling the movie? Or
yeah, so the guy who plays I would spoil the movie. I'll just say that one of the main characters, the actor, killed himself before the movie came out, and the reasons why he killed himself mirror the part he played in the movie, and it's really
Really?
sad. Yeah.
I knew about the suicide, but that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
We don't want to spoil the movie for Nasser. I mean,
Thanks,
this is
Nasser.
not a cerebral movie, Nasser. You can probably guess who the killer is.
probably if it's like Intruder when it's on the cover art. I didn't even notice it though until I actually, after I was done watching the movie, I was like, wait a second, that's the dude on the cover. Like I didn't pay attention to the dude's face on the cover. I was just like, all right, time to watch Intruder, and I just put it in. And
well,
then
sometimes the cover of those movies can throw you off. Like the DVD cover for The Guyver makes it look like Mark Hamill is the Guyver when he's not. He's just like a hard-boiled detective with that weird 90s mustache he wouldn't shave.
God, that mustache is weird.
He had it in all of his movies in the 90s. He had it in Time Runner. He had it in Body Bags, that John Carpenter movie. It's like, take that fucking caterpillar off your lip, Mark Hamill. It looks terrible. Like, no, I'm not Luke Skywalker anymore. I'm a grown man, and I have a grown man's mustache.
Terry Dactyl says, I watched Brain Damage again yesterday. I love that movie. You can watch it free on YouTube. Well, I wouldn't watch it free on YouTube because I don't pirate and I own the movie. But I love the movie.
Ooh, look at you, Mr. High and Mighty. I don't pirate my horror movies.
No, I don't pirate.
That's why you got to get people to pirate for you, and then they just send it over duty free.
I don't pirate, even though I've bought bootlegs.
I feel
before.
like YouTube doesn't count as pirating. I mean, if it's on YouTube, it's just out there. Nobody can watch it. It's streaming.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of it playing like on the street or something, and you can walk by it and watch.
Or going over to a friend's house or something. You know, if it's on YouTube and someone's showing it to you, hey, you know, my eyeballs are going to wander where they may. It doesn't mean I'm pirating.
Oh man. Bullet says Elevator to Hell fall 2021. That's not bad.
Okay. It's about an elevator that only goes down.
Oh.
Or if you want to subvert expectations, it only goes up.
That'd be good too. And it just keeps launching out of the building.
Isn't that how Willy Wonka ends?
The glass elevator.
Yeah.
I do recommend watching The Lift, though, because the reason why the elevator kills people is one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Okay, then. And ID Crisis says, is that the one with the head slug? Yes, it is. Aylmer.
Oh, yeah.
Aylmer.
Oh, Brain Damage is awesome. I love that movie. The way they try to visualize the drug trip, though, is like, oh, the colors. I can see the colors.
Right. I'm like, who wrote this dialogue? H.P. Lovecraft. That's really what it reminded me of. Oh my goodness, this dialogue was atrocious. Oh man,
it's such a great Henenlotter movie though, because it's got that body horror thing going on, where it's that slug that just like it bites the back of your head and like sticks a needle into your brainstem and like injects this liquid that looks like liquid plumber, like Drano, this blue liquid, like into your brain.
Yes.
And the way they kill the guy at the end, where the Elmer is attached to his brain, and someone grabs Elmer and squeezes him, and so it squeezes all the juice out of Elmer and into the dude's brain and causes his head to explode into all these crazy lights. It's such a trippy ending.
Yeah, this is great.
It trips me out that Aylmer was right by that dude's dong in that one scene, and that guy was just like, "Yeah, you can hang out by my boys."
Yeah, that was sus.
That's a lot of trust for your homie, though,
bro.
Elmer's not going to bite your dick off. I mean, I know Elmer has. Is Elmer even gendered? Is he even? I don't know what he is.
Elmer could be some kind of sausage collector. You don't know what his end goal is.
Like, where's he going to stick that needle? Like up your urethra? Like, oh, God.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, there's body horror even Henenlotter wouldn't touch.
Oh man, Mark, you said you watched like one movie since last time. What was it?
It wasn't very good. It was this old Japanese sci-fi movie called Warning from Space. It was made by Dai, the people who made Gamera, and it's a influential Japanese sci-fi movie, but it's honestly kind of boring. I actually found myself like really tempted to grab my phone and look at other stuff while the movie was going on.
Warning from Space. Like I feel like just that title alone, like I know exactly what happens. Like somebody gets a weird radio signal, and then some weird like crab monster comes down, and then
Starfish
the one,
monster.
huh? Oh, it's a starfish.
Are they giant?
No, and that's the movie poster is misleading. So basically, it is like, yeah, the movie poster makes it look like it's a giant Japanese monster movie when it's not. The starfish people are actually only at the beginning. It's
What?
yeah, it's so it actually starts out really well, where the warning from space is that these aliens are coming down into Tokyo and they're trying to warn everybody about an incoming disaster. There's a planet that's gonna or an asteroid that's gonna collide with Earth, but they can't communicate with people because they look like giant starfish, and for some reason that scares everybody. And it's done like a horror movie at first. It's actually some of the ideas are really cool. They use this like blue flames to make it look like this strange energy that they leave behind wherever they touch stuff. They leave behind these blue flames that are really, cool. But then the aliens decide that, okay, well, instead of just coming down as giant starfish and scaring the shit out of everybody, let's use this machine we have that makes us look like humans that we should have used from the beginning. And then the aliens look like humans, and they go down to Earth and they talk to the humans, and the humans have to figure out a way to stop the asteroid from destroying the planet, and then it just gets kind of boring.
I got so bored listening to you say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
You lost me after Starfish.
Right, you're tuning out, right? If you want to see a good horror movie that has killer starfish in it, then check out Rock and Roll Nightmare. That's the standard.
Or Starfish from Hell. Or The Great Starfish Caper.
The Great Starfish Caper.
Oh man. Let's see. Tube Socks 000 says last movie I watched recently was Sabotage with Arnold. Wasn't bad, some brutal shooting scenes, but it was decent. Never seen it.
I don't know.
Of course there's the famous full custom, like he's typing away on his typewriter.
Clack, 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 clack.
I didn't know you could hear that.
Like it's like he like hovers the mic over his keys. Like
I'm gonna turn up the gain whenever I type. So
you sound like a 1990s hacker in a movie. Like, I'm breaking through the firewall.
Right. That's
all right, guys,
like,
I'm in.
Right.
Exactly.
It's always the same like 2 sentences. Like I just got to get past the firewall and the something, and then it's like 2 seconds later I'm in. Like,
The worst part is I'm doing it so lightly, and the fact that you guys can hear me is only going to make me try to hit lighter too.
Then you got to be like, we got 10 minutes for their antivirus detects us. Go, go, go.
That's so accurate. Oh, that's so accurate.
I like mechanical keyboards. I don't care what.
Hi, I'm a 69-year-old Hollywood producer making movies in 1995. How do computers work?
Oh man, that's like my least favorite part of Jurassic Park is the scene where like the little girl, like I forget what she does, and she's like at the computer, she's like, I'm a hacker, and she's
I know. Doesn't she say like I know Linux or I know Unix?
And then it's like this CGI like menu that looks like a DVD menu. Like, yeah, no shit, anybody could navigate that.
Right. I cringe every time I watch Jurassic Park and I see that scene. I'm just like, bro, how did nobody like say like this is stupid? Like, come on. That was really stupid. Full custom, what else have you watched?
Let's see. After Midnight was one that I watched recently. Indie film, kind of a love story. Kind of a guy's girlfriend leaves him, and right at that time, this monster starts attacking their house that she used to live in. He still lives, and he's all with a shotgun freaking out and shooting at it, and it's this crazy beast. And it sounds really good, and it was mostly good until the last 20 minutes or so where it gets too silly. And it's produced by the guys who did The Endless, Resolution, and Spring.
I haven't seen any of those movies.
Oh, yeah, man. I know some of these words like and the.
You said that in the DM when we were talking about movies. Like, I know some of these words. Like, I should hope so.
It's like it's that meme. I forget the context of it. What show was that?
It was The Simpsons, where they're showing these slides from Australia.
Was it The Simpsons?
Yeah, so they're showing these slides from Australia, and they show this like abandoned, boarded up movie theater, and the billboard in front of it says Yahoo Serious Festival, and Lisa's like squinting. He's like, I know those words, but I don't understand the sign.
Oh man. Yeah, that was me. It's like I know these words, but I don't understand. Yeah, no, like for context, people, they were talking about some out of print Arrow video sets or something, and you guys went on for a little bit about these movies I've never seen, and I was just like, oh, I know some of these words. The full customs, like which ones? And I was like, out of print and flipping it, and that was it. Oh man. But speaking of Arrow Video, I did start watching. I did start making my way through the Ringu set. It comes with Ringu 2, Ringu 0, and then this like I think it's called, what is it called, like Spiral or something?
Called Super Ringu.
Super Ringu. This
Super
time,
Ringu Deluxe.
This other part 2 that I guess came out like the same year as part 1.
yeah, it is. It's Ring Spiral. That's the one. And
Yeah.
I don't know, so the Ringu series is weird. It's almost as bad as the Ju-on series and the Tomie series. So the Ringu series has like some unofficial sequels and prequels that were made in Korea, like the Ring Virus. And I don't know if the Japanese count those or not, or if they keep them in a separate continuity. Yeah, so there's like a Korean Ring series, just like there's an American Ring series, and then there's the Japanese Ringu series. We call it Ringu just to distinguish it from the American series, The Ring, but it's just the word ring.
That's how they say it, though.
Yeah, they say it Ringu, is their
Ringu,
phonetic system.
Ringu, hey,
hey, mamma mia. Mario comes from Japan, it counts, but yeah,
Mario
then they have
Takeshi, get the Ringu.
I never saw that crossover, that Sadako versus what's her face from Ju-on, The Grudge. So they started crossing over. I think their movies are getting kind of goofy now. I don't know. But the first
I only
Ringu
saw the
good.
clip from them at the baseball game. Did you see that? Where they had
where she's pitching?
Yeah, and then the Grudge is on the one base just grudging
I
out.
like that we call the character the Grudge. That's her name.
Oh man.
I can't remember the name of the evil little girl from The Grudge, and she's not a little girl. Like I think she was like 17, but whatever. I can't remember her name.
I don't remember.
I've never seen a Grudge before.
I've never seen a Grudge. So I love the part where A Nightmare on Elm Street is stalking the girl in the boiler room, and then A Nightmare on Elm Street uses his glove to. It's like those people who refer to all vampires as Draculas.
I love doing that to people.
Oh man, but so it has the 4 movies. It has Ringu 2, Ringu 0, and some weird sequel to the first one. I didn't watch the that weird alternate sequel. I didn't watch 0 yet. Just the official 1 and 2.
No, Ringo goes to college, huh?
Goes to college. Oh man,
Ringu goes to hell. The final goo.
The final goo.
Oh man, dude, those movies terrify me. They were like that meme of the dude when he's like walking through a dark hallway with a lightsaber, and it's like after you watch a scary movie and you need to pee. Like, and you go to the bathroom. You never seen that? Like
talking about?
Like you've never seen that meme? Like
no.
It's this dude like walking through a hall. It's a dark hall, and he has a lightsaber. It's turned on, of course, and it's like like walking to the bathroom after a horror movie or something. Like you've never seen that.
No.
Like, but you know that feeling when you watch a really scary movie and you're scared to leave the room.
When I was 10.
And you were 10 to quit it, bro. Quit it. No, but.
I remember when I was a little kid and I would get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. I'd run to the bathroom and turn the light on, and then after I was like done, I had to turn the bathroom light off. Then I would like run across the hall to get back into bed before I imagine there's like a vampire chasing me. I'm like, oh god, I gotta get in bed. As soon as I get in bed, the vampire can't kill me.
I don't know what was chasing me, but I just know it was there. but no, I really was scared. I was really terrified. Okay.
Well, so have you seen you've seen the American Ring, right?
A long time ago.
The Gore Verbinski one. So yeah, well, if you don't remember it, I wanted to ask you which one you liked better, the Japanese or American one.
No, it's been too long. I don't even really remember it.
Hot dog, do you have a preference?
I haven't seen Ringu. I've only seen regular Ring.
Oh.
I have the same box set Nasser has. I just haven't cracked it open yet.
Oh, original recipe or extra crispy ring? Which is it? I like both. So I think the Gore Verbinski, the American version of the Ring, is still really good. I think they're both good movies. They're both kind of, but it's one of those cases where they're both kind of the same movie. You know what's weird is that we like remake. So America likes taking foreign films and then just doing a version with Americans in it. How come nobody else does that with American movies? How come there isn't like I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Do they do
Star
that?
Wars?
Turkish Star Wars.
Bollywood Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, an Indian Nightmare on Elm Street.
What is that? That one Filipino RoboCop or whatever?
I think he means like official. Like I think he means official. Like not the
not the licensed ones. Not like
Jaws
Bollywood.
5.
Yeah, like the Bollywood shit doesn't count. I mean, it's like it's literally like Japan decides they enjoyed Goodfellas, so they make a Goodfellas, and they so instead of the mafia, it's like the Yakuza, and it just takes place in Japan, but it's the same movie. Like
for some reason, it reminded me about how the Japanese title for the Jersey Shore is Macaroni Rascals.
I love that. So like the Japanese title for Army of Darkness is Captain Supermarket.
Now I'm looking up foreign. You guys probably can't tell, but I'm typing about foreign remakes of U.S. films.
Oh man, are you hacking into Universal's mainframe?
I'm hacking
like
into
10 minutes before they detect you.
I'm hacking into Wikipedia.
What kind of typewriter are you hacking from?
It's a mechanical keyboard, Corsair, not a sponsor. And it's I love mechanical keyboards.
Because they sound like typewriters.
The correct answer.
So nice.
The correct answer was a gigantic cockroach.
Yeah, make it
with a talking beehole that I feed drugs to.
Right.
And Roy Scheider dressed up as an old lady for some reason. And that one weird like alien insect creature who's like the greatest disguise a spies. Yeah, he's like the greatest disguise a spy can use is homosexuality.
It's true. That's why all spies are gay. It's incredible. I also like how they didn't hide the fact that like, yeah, this is called mugwump jism. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll just drink that up then.
It's like after you it's one of those like they only do that in movies where they drink it and then they say, what is it? Like, usually you ask that if you have to ask what is it, it's too late.
That's something I hate in movies. That's one of the things I hate the most. You know what else I hate?
Why does this drink taste like NyQuil? Ugh, flop.
Right, and that's like after they chug the whole thing. They'll chug the whole thing, then they'll be like, "Wait, is there something in this?"
Hey, does this rag smell like chloroform to you? Oh, let me check.
No, you know what else I hate in movies, and this isn't something they do. I really hate like something like goofy like that. Like they drink it first and that's what it is. This is just something that just annoys me for some reason. I just hate the sounds of like forks and knives on plates in a movie for some reason. I hate it. It's just I don't know what it is. It irritates me.
That clanging noise, yeah.
In real life, it's fine. If it's in a movie, I don't know if it's just really obnoxious and just super loud or something. like they're trying to make it really obvious, so they make it really loud. I don't know if that's it or what it is, but I hate it.
The audio technician has to earn his fee somehow, and that's his entire job is to add room noise to things. Because there's a person who gets to do the cool sound effects, who gets to decide what a laser sounds like or what a lightsaber sounds like. But then there's the guy whose job is to like, okay, I've got to add the sound of paper shuffling when somebody opens a book, or the sound of like glasses clinking when people do a toast, because none of that's recorded on site. And that's their whole job, is to just add that shit. Like, that's what you went to film school for, buddy, I'm sure.
So I've been trying to find a remake that is based on a U.S. movie that was remade in the foreign market. And number one, the only one I could think of is Breaking Bad got remade in Mexico.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, so what was it just called? Everyday Life?
Wow. I hate this place. I'm in hell. Also, second note, Last House on the Left is apparently based on a 13th century ballad.
Ingmar Bergman. I think Ingmar Bergman made a movie about that, and then I think Wes Craven ripped it off.
Yeah,
You've been
but
watching too much Criterion Collection if you're just casually name dropping Ingmar Bergman.
you're grounded, mister. No more Ingmar for you.
I haven't got that set yet because his movies sound so interesting, but that set is like $300.
Do you like Swedish people playing chess? Well, there you go.
I picture that happening in Nasser's house. Is like his mom's like, I found these under the pillow. What are these? You're grounded. Ingmar Bergman.
There's this show. So there's that show from the '90s, The Critic, the one that was made by the same people who made, The Simpsons, right? You know, The Critic, like Jay Sherman. It stinks. That show.
It stinks. Yeah.
Well, Nasser, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Sure.
Okay. So in the episode, Jay, he gets fired from his job as a film critic, and so he becomes a teamster, and he has to like get his cargo. He's driving the truck cross country, and he has a deadline, so he can't stop for anything. And so, like, as he's driving, there's all these temptations. Like, there's a turned over bus full of like French pastries, and all these chefs are like, "Please help us!" And they're holding up like cakes and stuff, and he can't stop for it. And he's driving past a cornfield, and just like sitting in a chair is Ingmar Bergman. And there's this hillbilly who's just standing next to him, going like, "Ingmar Bergman, we got Ingmar Bergman here. Meet Ingmar Bergman." And he has to drive past him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bergman. You best get back to the peanut field with Mr. Bertolucci."
So speaking of the Criterion sale, are you picking anything up, Mark?
I haven't checked out the Criterion sale because I just got my Scream Factory sale pile in, and I don't know if I can do another fucking sale. I've already spent enough money. But you heard me like crinkling wrappers. It's because I was unwrapping those while we were talking, and I can tell you what I got real quick.
Yeah.
I got Bad Moon, which is a werewolf movie from the 90s that I've never seen. It's from 96. So I have this thing where it's like, I still consider movies like made in the late 90s and especially the 2000s as being new, even though it's like 20 something years ago. To me, those still feel too new. So I always like kind of wrote off Bad Moon, but everybody says it's actually really watchable. So I decided to pick it up because
it's watchable, but I mean, I'm not going to tell. No, just I don't. It's not a spoiler, but no, it's not a spoiler. I just never mind. We'll talk about it afterwards. What else did you get?
There better not be a werewolf in this movie. I'll be pissed. No.
Some kind of
I got
Dracula.
Final Exam, which is an 80s slasher flick from 1981 that I've never seen. I know it's not considered like one of the greatest slasher flicks of all time, but I've never seen it, so I might as well. Now, this one I have a bootleg of, but I finally upgraded to an official release. It's Cronenberg's Rabid, which is it's not as good as Shivers, but I remember it being pretty good. Rabid is the one about people who grow vaginas in their armpit and then eat each other.
I've seen the remake of Rabid. I've never seen.
I didn't even know they made a remake of it.
The Soska sisters directed.
Yeah, I think
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, that one
maybe a little less.
Passed me. Now let's see. I got so one I haven't seen that I know everybody in the world says is good, and I finally picked it up. Session 9. Like everyone loves that movie. I've never seen it, so
yeah, I haven't seen it.
David Caruso in it. How bad could it be?
Huh.
I saw that one way back, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, but I've never. It's from 2001, and I don't know. I just somehow never saw it. Let's see. This is one that I've seen a million times, but I've never had a good copy of. It's Psycho 2, so I picked that up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about getting the Scream Factory versions of all those because I just have the regular like Blu-ray, and I'm like, man, and it's bare bones too. It has like no special features. I'm like, man, I bet there's a lot of cool special features on there.
So Psycho 2, let's see, it's got an audio commentary with Tom Holland, the screenwriter, and Tom Holland is one of those names where he just pops up in everything, doesn't he?
Right.
He's done a lot.
Yeah, that guy, like, he's mostly a screenwriter, but he's directed some stuff. Like, I think he directed the first, he directed the first Child's Play, didn't he?
Yeah, that.
I think he also did Fright Night.
Yeah, wrote and directed Fright Night.
Yeah, and but then like in the 90s, he started doing like those Stephen King TV miniseries, and I think that's when he fell off the map. Like, I think he did It and a couple of the really bad ones.
that's like every director's like you know their career is on like the decline when they do a Stephen King movie.
Yeah. Oh god. What's Toby Hooper? It's funny because like he started out like he did Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Eaten Alive, and then he did Salem's Lot, which was the first Stephen King miniseries, and it's actually pretty good. It's kind of slow, but it's good. But he fell hard like in the late '80s and especially the '90s, where he wasn't just doing like I think a Stephen King miniseries for him in the '90s would have been prestigious because the shit he was doing in the 90s was he was doing just random episodes of TV shows, like the kind of work that nobody would even want to be credited as. Like he did.
I don't remember what he was doing. I just remember Life Force.
He did. That was the 80s though. Life
That
Force
was like late 80s, right?
Yeah, late 80s. That was when he still had some stuff going on. He did this like it was a TV special in the 90s called Real Ghosts. And JonTron made fun of it in the video from a couple of years ago. That's really funny. I really recommend looking it up. It's actually hilarious. But it's an awful TV special about, just reenactments of ghost stories. And I'm like, Toby Hooper directed this? Like,
That's so
man,
weird.
he must have been starving. I don't think he ever really rebounded too. Did Toby Hooper ever make a comeback before he died?
I don't think so.
I always heard good things about Toolbox Murders. I think that was Midnight.
I've heard about that, but I haven't seen it.
I never saw it. Yeah, that was one of those things. I think that was like one of the last ones he made before he died. I should give it a shot to see if maybe he kind of got his groove back. But oh man, like he did the first episode of Freddy's Nightmares, which is like 1989.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's actually, it's not bad, but it's done on a TV budget. So you can tell that he's kind of like doing the best he could.
Yeah, they gave him no budget with that, like especially because there's that scene where I forget who Freddy kills, but basically he like raises the glove, and I was watching that and I was like, yeah, and then it's like it cuts to like their feet and like ketchup falls. I'm like,
well, they probably couldn't show it either. It was on TV.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was on like CBS.
That's true, but like it wasn't the
Saturday morning.
But it wasn't even like good blood. It was literally like ketchup. And I was like, what is this? Like they gave him no budget.
There's things where it's like you could tell that he had vision, but he didn't have a way of executing it. Like there's a part where they show the trial of Freddy Krueger, the one where like he gets off because someone didn't sign a warrant in the right place or whatever. But they show like Robert Englund as Freddy at the trial, and they switch back and forth from like the courtroom setting to like Freddy vision, how Freddy sees the world, and he sees everybody like the jury and everybody like dead and like slaughtered and hanging from nooses and stuff. But it's really crappy. It's just like the room with a fog machine in it. Just he like you can tell that could have looked really good if they'd probably given him the resources to make it look good, but they didn't, and so it doesn't.
He definitely had a vision with that, but just no budget. And like that episode really like, I mean, it wasn't awful, but like it kind of put me off from continuing because I have a bootleg of the whole series.
Me too.
I know you said something like there's only like 4 episodes you should actually watch.
So that's the thing is like the way Freddy's Nightmares works is that Freddy's the host, and then there's an anthology story about a teenager in Springwood having a bunch of nightmares and then dying. And the context is that even though Freddy doesn't directly participate in most of the episodes outside of the hosting thing, the context is that Freddy is controlling the dreams. So sometimes they'll cut away, like if the lights go off in a house, they'll cut back to Freddy in the boiler room and he'll be like flipping switches like, I'm fucking with them. Like you're not in the episode, but I guess you're like the puppet master behind whatever's going on. But there's like 1 or 2 episodes where the characters die and they get a happy ending. And you're like, so did Freddy like just go easy on him or something? Like,
but it's Freddy telling you these stories, right? He's like, this one time, right? I was totally messing with this kid's dream.
Right, yeah, you just kind of, he's like the unreliable narrator. You just kind of gotta believe him. Like, and I was 6'5" and I was totally buff, man. You should have seen me back then. And the girls were just hanging off me.
I just got out of the weight room. It was sick as hell.
Part of me wants to say like, yeah, maybe he did just let him get off easy. Like he was just screwing with him because like in part 2, he's just screwing with that dude. He's screwing with him all the time. He's like, you got the body, I got the brain. But then I mean, the ending is ambiguous, but I'm like 99% sure he ended up killing them all.
Probably. I mean, and that's the thing, like Freddy doesn't want to be human again. Like every single time they drag him out into the real world, he's like, fuck this. He wants to go back to the dream world. So part 2 is just him fucking around. And that's what most of Freddy's Nightmares is. So Freddy's Nightmares, it actually fits in really well between part 5 and Freddy's Dead, because part 5 like ends with Freddy being banished again, but then Freddy's Dead opens with all the teenagers in Springwood being slaughtered, and Freddy has absolute power and everything. And so it feels like you're missing something. And Freddy's Nightmares, the TV series, actually fits in right in there, and it shows him basically in every episode killing another kid and fucking with the town. And so it kind of explains how he got to where he was in Freddy's Dead. The problem is just like all the episodes are a fucking hour long, and it's like, oh my God, these things just won't stop. And I don't know. Some of the episodes are really good, and they have some surprising guest stars like Brad Pitt before he was famous. Jeffrey Combs is in an episode, and he's really good. Lar Park Lincoln, who played Tina from Friday the 13th Part 7, she's in an episode. God, what's her name? She played Tank Girl. Oh, what was her name?
Lori Petty.
Lori Petty, yeah, she's in an episode. So they have some really cool guest stars in the show. And some of the episodes are really clever. Actually, when I did a review on the series a few years back, I actually counted. And even though there's like 40-something episodes, Freddy is only like directly participating in like the plot for 8 of those episodes. So there's only 8 episodes where Freddy's like actually in the episode fucking with people, and the rest is just kind of like this weird bullshit.